Welcome to another episode of Spilling the Veal. We got your host, Terrence Jennings, and our co-host slash producer, Blake McCauley. Man, what's going on, Blake? Man, what's the word, baby?
Nothing much. We knew one of these episodes would have to come after our first loss of the season. Great start, but it's something we have to get into. Unfortunately, 89-80 loss against Arkansas last night. What are your thoughts after that game?
Man, I mean, shout out the guys, man. We went into a tough environment. I feel like the first half really defined the game for us out there. We didn't come with a lot of energy, a lot of focus. We just looked like we are a little off kilter the whole time. And I kind of mentioned that last episode. We're not going to have that home crowd advantage and backing, so we're going to have to find it from within. Uh, but I think this is a good learning lesson. Every time we have a mishap, like we have a loss to somebody huge, I feel like we rebound really well, and it's just a learning lesson. I think we're riding high. We're coming off that UK win, we're 7-0 and all that. So this was kind of just this is kind of like a punch to the ribs to kind of wake us up and reset and realign. But it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You win some, you lose some,
Yeah.
but you live to fight another day. But yeah, for sure, I think I think the guys will be fine. We're just gonna have to go back to the film, reassess, and I think we had a lot of positive things to build on, especially when it came to that second half. The second half we started to pick it up, and we made a huge push. We cut it, I believe, all the way down to 5 points or something from 18. So, I mean, if we take that first half and play like we did the second half, I think we see a total different game. But the film will tell everything.
Kelsey said in the post-game press conference, he's like, we were completely discombobulated in that first half, and we didn't play how we were supposed to. And you could kind of see that just between the energy of the team. Sometimes in those timeouts, they were kind of looked a little bit not on the same page. And we talked about their interior presence and their bench points. Like their big guys had a big day, and their bench won the points battle 39-11. So that's something. I mean, we've got to key on those two things if we want to win games.
I mean, 18. We gave up 18 offensive rebounds. That's just something that you can't do, especially for a caliber team like that. Like I said, we said the bench. You're gonna have to win the bench points battle. I mean, Brazil too. Brazil had a crazy game, but we kind of knew that. The A Cuff kid, he played a little bit better late, but I think we did a pretty good job on him overall. So I don't feel like he actually beat us. Toward the end, he really made some great plays, rejecting those ball screens, and just I think they did a. I mean, Arkansas did a good job as far as scouting. They know we like to come out on the hedge. A Cup just reject that screen, get to the cup. But I mean, like I said, we we have to find it from within. Everything has to come from within. We yeah, it was a tough one, man. I don't it was just tough, man. Yeah.
Getting into the good, bad, and ugly, we've been kind of cherry picking some bad and ugly the past few games. This one we didn't really have to cherry pick much. There's some is like, all right, is that bad or is that ugly? It's like we're
Man.
trying to decide. It's like, can we put a lot of uglies or can we put them in bad? So there were definitely some learning moments through there for sure.
I'm gonna let y'all know. We took it easy. It was a lot of ugly and a lot of bad, but we still found some good in there. Like I said, especially on that second half. Our second half was a lot better for us, but yeah, this is just gonna be a learning. This is a learning lesson, and I really believe we're gonna bounce back even better because now we realize, all right, we are human. Okay, these can happen, and we're gonna have to find other ways to win these games, especially against these much better teams. Arkansas was probably, I would say, they're probably the best team we played since Kansas or even UK. So they're tough, and we're in their environment. Then you got the Calipari environment. I don't know what it is about that man. All right, what it is, but right now he has our number. But we're gonna figure it out, and hopefully we see them later on down the line because I believe that we will be a much different team, and we'll be able to figure it out by then. Yeah.
For sure. All right, let's go ahead and get into this episode's good, bad, and ugly.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So this is early on the first. This is a good play. Great backdoor by Kanai. Typically, you're big. Once you take, and this is just a normal basketball rule you're looking at. As you see, Ali catches the ball up top and he takes one dribble towards Kanai. And typically, when you're dribbling towards a guy, that guy wants to go backdoor. Okay, so he already, as soon as bam, that one dribble engages the back door. He sees that. Bam, Kanai goes back door, makes a great catch and finish inside strong. I mean, that's just textbook basketball right there. And a great pass by Ali, great finish by Kanai, strong at the cup. Everybody spacing is good. Everything is perfect right here. This is good basketball. Good spacing, and yeah, that's what you're looking for right there. Bam, one dribble, backdoor, hit him inside the paint, finish with the left.
We saw Ollie kind of try to get into his offensive game a little more with that back down, and that might have could have ended up on ugly as well with that shot attempt. But when they're starting to play these passing lanes so hard and they've caught on to what he's doing, and he's got these wide open mid range jump shots, like
Yeah.
what do you think when they're tailored to his game so much? What do you think there's some things that he can do?
I his specialty is passing. I mean, he has to, repetition. You got to work on a jump hook, work on your jumps, mid range jump. I believe he can shoot. I feel like he has great touch around the basket. It's just all about a confidence thing. He's just he's such a great passer. It's like that's what he leans on. The scouting report is Ali's going to pass. He's a passer. He doesn't want to shoot. He doesn't want to make moves towards the basket. But I believe he's capable. He is capable of doing those things. It doesn't mean he can't. He just has to build that confidence up. Work on your jump hook, repetition, getting shots up, and expanding your game. This is a time to expand your game. You can build off your passing ability. I'm sure you're going to have a long, great career with your passing ability. But once you develop those other things outside of your game, it's going to open up that passing a lot more. So, you know, um, they're daring him to shoot. So and all he has to do, work on. He's going to have wide open shots, wide open looks at the basket. He just has to put his head down and go and go hard, take advantage, use his size. I believe Ali is. I mean, when I saw him, he was
He's every bit of
looking
7 foot.
7 foot. He was looking down on me. So I'm like, I'm not used to people looking down on me. So he's taking to take advantage of his size. I mean, he's taking advantage. He's up around the high post a lot. I barely see him even touch the paint that much. When we did see him touch the paint, he kind of threw up a jump hook or something. It didn't go in too well for him. But work on the mid range, that free throw line jump shot. Uh, yeah, just taking one dribble, jump hook. It's simple. Just no. Hey, look. I didn't know what moves were when I played in college. What is a move? I just
Okay.
hey, I dunked the ball. Okay, or I just did jump. That is a move. Catch the ball, go up, take advantage of my athleticism, and I'm jump hooking. I probably had a couple different moves I can go to. Quick spin, that's a great one for a big man, and to get to that middle jump hook. But he just has to take advantage of his size, man. Repetition. You're gonna have open looks at the basket. Your passing will come into in effect. It'll come into effect through the course of the game. But you got to at least put pressure on the defense and make them be a threat. You have to be a threat out there. That's what you want to be. Be a threat, and then that'll open up everything for your teammates for sure.
Get into our second good play.
Okay, so we got the handoff to McNeely. Great pass to the corner. Great shot fake. Great shot by Woodley there. Yeah, that's and this is look at that. Look at Sonny's wide open. Now bam, gets the ball, and they do a really good job at I mean, Sonny, you could have probably dunked this too, but he makes a great kick out, forces Brazil. Brazil comes down, forces Brazil to help, and then he knocks it down. You got a movement. They're rotating. Everybody's rotating. Bam. He comes back. Shot fake. Shot. You know, this is great. This is great ball movement right here. Hand dribble to the handoff. Hit Sonny. Sonny makes a great pass to the corner. So, yeah, boom. And this gets us going. And this puts us down 6 points right there. So we're rolling. Coming. We had to dig ourselves out of that hole, and we're starting to roll. We're starting to get the momentum. So I mean, that's good basketball. That's what I love to see for sure. Hmm.
And I think everybody who watched that game, who's seen the highlights, they can probably guess what this final good clip is going to be right here.
Oh my God! Wow! 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 Kung Pao! Wow! This looks like a top 10 right here.
Oh, it was number
This
one. Number one on
oh,
SportsCenter last night.
for sure. Okay, all right. That might be the dunker. That could be a candidate for the year.
That's going
I
back
mean,
on Kyle's dunk. I don't know if you can top Kyle Kirk's dunk, but I mean that's a dunk right there. Especially, I mean, I'm gonna throw it out there. He was representing for the culture on that one. Kyle was. He was representing for the culture for sure. We need that one.
For sure, Kyle. All right, okay, Kyle. All right, that's my teammate, so I'm gonna rap for him. Okay, but, hey, Mike Hill. But see, the thing about that, Doug, he put Brazil. We thought we put Brazil on a stretcher. I was
Yeah.
like, man, we need him out the game right now. See, Brazil was
Ugh.
hurt after this. Bam, he literally injured. He injured him. Woo! So, hey, Mike Hill, this is the type of energy we need right here. This is what we want to see. I mean, uh, yeah, this is what gets us going. Unfortunately, it's a really late in the first half. So, and I believe this is just all emotion. That was all emotion and getting tired and just getting aggressive. Like I said, finding it from within. Coming from within. Just sometimes you take that energy from the crowd. You don't have that, so you have to get angry. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get angry, and you take that energy, rip through, and attack like you did and dunk on three people, okay? And put it in their face, okay? That's how you play. Hey, that's textbook Louisville basketball right there. And top 10, the number one, definitely well deserving on all platforms, ESPN Deportes, all that number one. Hey, put it on number one everywhere. But yeah, that was great move and great finish by the young fella.
In the first half, I think he shot 7 threes, and obviously he just didn't look like Michael in that first half. And then
Right.
it seemed from that point on that dunk forward, he started to drive the ball more. And
Yeah.
I remember one thing you talked about it, Preston Knowles, when we had him on, talked about it. You guys loved playing with Terrence Williams, and like
Mhm.
that guy
Yeah.
did not care one bit about scoring. He was in there grabbing rebounds, passing, and before you know it, his offense was naturally coming to him. Do you
Yeah.
think that's something Michael has that gift to do? Of he's such a good point guard, he's able to facilitate, and his offense is naturally going to come to him? Or do you think some of those heat checks that he took, that's just he's a Steph Curry type player that has to get those shots off?
I mean, you know, during the course of the game, you're just gathering information. You're figuring out how the defense is playing you. What are they doing, and you're figuring out what's working. I think towards later on towards the game, he just realized I can just blow by my defender. I don't need to make too many. I'm faster. Okay. So once he just started that, like he proved right there, I can go by my defender any point in time I want to. I don't have to rely on step back threes on multiple people. Those will be there. Those shots he'll make those shots. But I feel like his best attribute is attacking the basket and
Sure.
finishing. That's where I get the most excited to see. I love the way he finishes around the basket, his creativity on finishing on different angles, left, right hand, uh, dunking however you want it, and then that'll open up the shot for him later on. If he relies too shot heavy, then it kind of it just throws us off. We got McNeely on the wing, we got Conwell. Those guys are knocking down shots. Your shots will be there, within the offense. But when he's attacking aggressive, making those swings to the corner, and then we make the extra pass, I think that's better. That's a better brand of basketball for us. So yeah, for sure.
All right, we'll move into the three bad for today.
Okay, here we go. All right. So on this right here, I seen a couple different things, and we got beat with this a lot. Just not stopping the ball, transition defense, and I feel like we played really great transition defense this whole year up until this game. I don't know what happened. It just looked like miscommunication. First half it was just a lot of miscommunication. So on this one, we have to get somebody to stop the ball. It's too much reaching. So stop. So all right. Conwell, he reaches. Said he just should be stopping the ball. Uh, we got Kanai. So Kanai should be sinking in a little bit more. He needs to. Everybody's ball watching. Okay, this is what we call ball watching. We got 5 red jerseys sinking into the ball. We're not finding a man. We're not seeing who's running, and we're reaching too. So once Woodley that's Woodley.
In the front or
That
back? I think in
that's
the back
reaching.
is Kobe.
No, in the front, that's reaching for
The
the ball.
front, that is, but yeah, that's Wooly right there.
Okay, Willie, yeah. So he reaches, kind of forces Ali to come up, and yeah, A Cup just throws a lob. So we have to get better rim protection. Got to find a man. Got to talk. Can't reach. So this isn't an individual. This is just a team. This is team bad. It's not one person out there. It's just everybody kind of just didn't communicate, didn't stop the ball, didn't find a position. I feel like Kanai could have sunk in a little bit more. And yeah, Ali did what he's supposed to do. I mean, he had no choice but to come up because he's the next person in line. Because normally you would want to have your big man protect, but yeah, that's just not good. Yeah, that's bad for sure.
Number 2.
All right, so come off the handoff. They're coming off this ball screen by Sonny. Okay, stop. Sonny has a mismatch, and it's bad. Okay, so it's bad spacing. First off, we got 3 guys just in the corner. I believe it's like an isolation play. I don't know what play this is, but it's not good spacing for everybody. Everybody's kind of like, where do I go? We're just doing stuff. Sonny could seal right there, and then we take that's just. I mean, it's a end of the shot clock shot, so he had to kind of heave that up. So, but I feel like we could at least had Sonny on I believe a mismatch or something. I believe
Right there.
right there. Yeah, Sonny has the advantage. Michael has his head down. He's trying to attack. I believe if he takes a dribble to that left wing, let Sonny just catch the ball and operate, and everybody get out the way. And at worst, he scores or he forces A Cup to foul him, and we put him in early foul trouble. And yeah, we definitely should have took advantage of that mismatch. Right, boom, right there, he has him. But yeah, Mike Hill doesn't see it. He swings it to the wing. Javon swings it. He sets another steps up screen, and we're forced to take a terrible shot. So I mean that's not going to get it done, especially in that environment. So yeah, that's not the one.
All right, we'll get into our final bad until we get into ugly.
Okay, so and
This
I
we did talk about this because we have
this
3
could
ugly. This could have very well been one of the uglies. So
hey fellas, hey, this could have been an ugly too, but let's let you know what the ugly's looking like. All right. So on this one, communication, I don't know what the strategy was on this, but I would have felt like maybe a switch. Michael gets caught on a back screen. I believe Javon, he's a good talker, so I believe he did say something. But on this one, just call a switch. You can just switch this out. Ali's kind of he's denying a non-shooter, so he can kind of sink in a little bit, protect that paint, and we got to get a hand. We got to get hands up. When you're on the ball and you're guarding the out of bounds, you can't just put your hands up. You gotta jump. You have to make it hard for them to see. You know, so they, I mean, can't get beat on an out of bounds play. That's the worst. That's a recipe for disaster. Get beat so easily on an out of bounds baseline out of bounds play. I mean that definitely can't happen at this level. So they'll see the film. They'll go back to that and see that they won't let that happen again. I'm sure.
For sure, Kobe as well, because he was on that inbound. I know he had an inbound steal in that game. He had an
Right.
inbound steal last game. So
Yeah.
this just seems like it was just a play where literally everybody kind of just
E- yeah.
everybody had a
Everybody.
lapse.
Everybody kind of had a lapse. It was just miscommunication. Not, like I said, like PK said, just discombobulation. Pure discombobulation. That's the perfect word to describe what was going on. But yeah, for sure, he had to just switch it, and they'll talk about all this stuff on film, and for sure they'll look at themselves and be like, oh, I didn't like that, and that won't happen again. I'm sure.
All right, let's get into these three uglies.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is, I mean, just carelessness. Carelessness. Like I said, that word keeps coming up. Discombobulation. All right. They so we off the free throw. Conway. So yeah, throws it to Javon. Where's our point guard? Where's our point guard?
He's coming down the court. He's all in the backcourt.
Yeah,
He's
he's out of
sprinting
frame.
down.
So I don't know why he's I don't know why he's out of the frame, but I think we just need to sometimes we just need to relax, see what's going on. Like we didn't even get into they're like a 2-2-1 press type of thing. So maybe we should set up into some type of press breaker or something. But yeah, we definitely need to get our point guard to come up and handle the ball. Javon just not, he's like, why are you passing me the ball? but run the ball into your hands. Miscommunication, just a miscommunication and carelessness with the basketball and not seeing the ball in your hands. And we just can't throw the ball. We just can't hand them over the ball. So this is definitely
It
what we
just
would
seems like
consider.
nobody knew. Like Conwell wasn't sure if he's supposed to inbound it. Javon's not
Right,
sure because you can just see them both hesitate at the same time. And Javon
right,
kind of heads towards that baseline, and then Conwell actually throws it, and it's like the
right.
oh no moment right
Yeah, yeah.
there.
This right there is like, all right, we're definitely we're definitely off of our rocker right there. Off our rocker, man. But yeah, that was ugly. Okay, so we got Mike Hill. They're coming off what is this right here? Another ball screen. And I don't know what all right, so I have to say one thing. It's a bad shot by Mike Hill. We know that. I would like I don't know what the process is as far as emphasizing ball screens in practice. So this is first off, it's a terrible ball screen by Sonny. Okay, what? This isn't a this. That's not a ball screen, brother. All right,
It's more like
you,
a
you
slip than anything.
I, I, if I set a ball screen like this, I'm coming out for forever, for forever and ever. Okay, that is not a ball screen, bro. You're not getting nobody. And my kid, redo it again. Go back again. If you can get it to the beginning. All right, let's see. Let me see what Mike Hill does because it could be Mike Hill not. Okay, okay. So this isn't Sonny's fault. This is actually Michael not waiting on the ball screen. Maybe both of them. You have to let your big man get set, and then Sonny, you got to sprint up there, set up hard ball screen, make contact. Michael, you have to wait another half a second, let him get set, go off that ball screen hard, rub shoulders, and create space for yourself. This is just it's not great. Yeah, go boom. Yeah, you gotta Sonny. Yeah, you gotta both of them. This is both of them. Okay, Sonny, you gotta get a better angle. Michael, you gotta wait, and Michael, that's not the shot that we're looking for. It's three people on a step back. You've made shots similar like this before, but this is not the best time in the game to take a shot like this. I know he was trying to make something happen, but yeah, he got 11 seconds on the shot clock. It's just not. It's just this is a something that can kind of bring the momentum way down. Yeah, you got to be able to 12 seconds on the clock, challenge shot,
I mean,
barely
yeah,
hitting
you have that
anything.
much time left. Look at, I mean, that right side of the court. If you keep dry, if he did that
Yeah,
heady crossover, he's got
oh, yeah, our
all
attack.
that land, and
Yeah,
somebody's going to collapse on him. And you got Conwell in that opposite corner.
yeah. Conwell, if he attacks baseline, he could swing it to Conwell, hit that corner three. Like I said, Michael is to me, he's much better when he's attacking and he's being aggressive and putting pressure on the rim like he did to make top 10. So that's what it is, man.
All right, we'll get our final ugly of the game.
All right. Now this is just what we call a blunder. Straight blunder. Uh Off the rebound, great rebound by it was a great rebound by Woodley, but he has to see and if you notice, bam, he gets the rebound. You got McNeely right there. Bam. If you McNeely running the floor, all he has to do, I think that's their big man, Ewing. Is that Ewing? Or no, that's
It looks,
Brazil. That's Brazil.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
Brazil. So Brazil's running towards the paint. So he doesn't even see McNeely. His back's turned. If we hit, let's say we take one or two more dribbles, hit McNeely, he's stepping into a 3 point. We're up two. Bam, he's wide open. We're up. He knocks that down. We go up 2 points, and we're good. We're solid. You know what I mean? So and Roger, he's not even looking for the ball. He's like, there's no way somebody's gonna pass me the ball right here.
Do, 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 do. Whoa.
But hey, always have your head on a swivel. Always, know what's going on. Bam. You know, hey, miscommunication, but I think we had way too many of these where we just give the ball away. There's no defense. Arkansas didn't force it. They just here. It's a gift. It's Christmas time. Here's a gift. So I mean, all this stuff we went over, they'll see it over and over in film, and I'm sure they'll make those corrections this week. Yeah, get in the gym, fellas. Uh, Communicate, and you see, hey, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to understand each other. You're gonna have to find that togetherness from within. There's a lot of odds. There was a lot of things stacked against you last night, so you're gonna have to come together even more. Make the extra play, make the extra pass, be more aggressive. Really see how the defense is playing you, the stuff that you tip. So it got to the point where everybody just felt like, I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Got to stay together. Got to share the ball. Continue to play that Louisville brand of basketball.
Now that football's over, we might have to call Jeff Brom over at the football facility and ask him for some pads and a helmet, because I'm not sure if you've ever. There's a story Tom Izzo told about when they won the national championship, made it to a bunch of Final Fours in a row. There was one game a long time they never lost the rebound battle. They had Zach Randolph, all that team, and one game they lost the rebound battle. He called up Nick Saban, who was the football coach at the time. He said, "Hey, I need 12 pads as quick as you can. As soon as they get into practice, the rebounding war dribble
Yeah,
or
yeah,
the
yeah,
war
yeah,
drill."
yeah, yeah,
So they
yeah,
had
yeah, yeah.
5 under the basket, 5 on top, all in football pads, and they were just
Wow.
going at it the whole time. So maybe we need to bring that out.
Hey man, we need to fight. Definitely, we didn't put a body on 18 offensive. That lets me know nobody was putting a body on anybody. We weren't boxing out. We weren't crashing. I mean, we got to get we call it gang rebounding. We have to get gang rebound. That means from everybody has to come in, get put a body and try to get that ball. It was too many. It was too many offensive rebounds, just easy offensive rebounds where you just have a free look, and that's the difference of the game. That's definitely a momentum shifter, and that's what defined the game for us, I believe.
Just wanted to take a second and give a big shout out to Best Way, home of the low price guarantee or it's free, where you can get all your home furnishing needs on a deal. They have everything from smart refrigerators, washer dryer sets, 86-inch TVs, PS5s, Xboxes, all the way to reclining living room suites and bedroom suites. Bestway offers so many ways to pay, from retail to rent to own and even financing through Lendmark. With 2 locations in Indiana, 1 in New Albany and 1 in Jeffersonville, and 5 locations in Kentucky: Radcliffe, Dixie Highway, Hikes Lane, Shelbyville, and Shepherdsville. Stop by today and tell them that we sent you to get $100 off your new item.
JB Creative, your trusted website designer and content creator, making your brand stand out from the rest. From web design and SEO to brand development for your business, JBC's got you covered. Let's go create.
All right, Terrence, now that we've wrapped up this Arkansas game, we got a big game coming up against Indiana, especially from where I live at. This is a massive game because I live around more Indiana fans than Kentucky. And when we play,
Yeah,
like, you got some Indiana fans who are just completely done with the program. Like my brother, for example, he was born in 1985 and entire family diehard
right.
Indiana fans. But you
Yeah,
ask him, he's like, "Oh, I'm done with the school. They haven't done anything since I was 2 years old. I'm
yeah,
done."
yeah.
So this
Love
is
it.
a fan base like
Yeah,
they're thriving to win as well, and I think we kind of have similar kind of paths since 1980. We've got
yeah,
almost identical programs if you look through the records. Like since 1980, we've both made the tournament 32 times. Sweet 16s, Louisville made 18, IU's made 14. I mean, 7 Final Fours. IU has 6. Louisville has 3 national championships. IU has 2. So really, since the modern basketball era, since shot clock, 3-point line, these are 2 historical programs that
mm,
I think every single year, just how close they are. I wouldn't call them rivals, but the fan bases are rivals. It's a Kentucky. It's one of those schools where
yeah,
Louisville and Indiana fans, they're like, all right, we're ready to beat you. You don't want to play us. So I love this
yeah.
game coming up, and I think it's a game that should definitely be played every single year.
Yeah. This is Bob. This is Bobby Knight, the Bobby Knight
Oh yeah,
Blue Chips. Yeah. So
yeah.
this is what I know Indiana University for. Bobby Knight kicking the chairs, a lot of energy, just being just one of those coaches that you don't want to you don't want to
Don't
make
want to be on the
mad.
bad side of.
Don't be on the bad side because it could get a little wild. But definitely a lot of history with this team. Definitely a lot. This is going to be a huge game for us. But yeah, so we're going to get into TJ's 3 keys. Key number 1, we want to run Lamar Wilkerson off the 3-point line. He's shooting really at a high clip this year. We have to do a much better job than we did last game at guarding the 3. I think we will for sure do that. We can definitely take advantage of our size inside. So key number 2 is reestablish physicality. Okay, we gotta this week we need to be pad work, working on boxing out, hitting those boards, putting a
Put those
body on
pads
some,
on. Put those pads
put
on. Play war.
put them pads on for sure. Yeah, the man pads. We want the man pads, not the maxi. We want the man pads.
Football
Okay,
pads. Football
the
pads.
football pads. Okay, but we definitely want to take advantage of our size physically. Make sure that we're putting a body on there. Sonny, get in there, put an elbow on somebody's chest. Really assert yourself. Key number 3, we definitely have to take advantage of our fast break points. We have to make sure that we're getting out and running, and make sure we get running the floor. Biggies are running the floor. Conwell running to that wing. McNeely running to that wing, getting their shots up. I feel like spacing is important. So push the ball, Michael, get the ball up the floor, have everybody fill those lanes in, and get that momentum, start knocking some shots down. That's definitely going to be a huge, huge asset for us in this game moving forward.
This is going to be another. I know it's kind of a neutral site game up in Indianapolis, but
Hmm.
Indiana football plays in the Big Ten championship for the first time in program history that night too. So this is basically going to be an all-day IU party up in Indianapolis. So this game's at I think 2:15. It's going to be a
Yeah.
bunch of drunk IU fans already there getting ready for the football game. So this is going to be. I won't say it's going to be an away atmosphere like Arkansas or anything. We should have a good amount of fans there being
Right.
in Indianapolis, but
Mhm.
this is a day that Indiana fans have been waiting for literally in football their entire life. It's something they've never done before. So this is going to be a rowdy atmosphere. It might not be inside the arena, but my God, Indianapolis is going to be it's going to be a crazy place that day.
Oh man, I can't wait, man. I feel like this week we're gonna be reestablishing our identity a lot. You know, this is we've taken a lot. We've taken some lumps this last game, but we're gonna. I feel like we're gonna be able to bounce back, especially after going back watching the film from the last game. We're gonna come out. I feel sorry for this Indiana team because it's gonna be. Hey, I know we're angry and we got to take it out on somebody. I feel like we still could have won the game just as far as it's coming out with more energy. I think they're going to come out with a lot more energy, a lot more physicality, and they're going to leave no room for discrepancy as far as coming out ready to play.
Yeah, they're coming off as well a 73-64 loss at Minnesota. So they were undefeated, 25th in the country, and they kind of had that slip up at Minnesota. But that Lamar Wilkerson guy, if we let him get hot, then he's somebody that he can score. But Malik Thomas kind of got hot,
Right,
but
right.
this Lamar Wilkerson guy, he's not the same finesse scorer that Malik Thomas was at Arkansas last night. This guy will just drain a three in your face, and he'll do it all night long if you give him any room. I know earlier this year he was shooting like 8 attempts and almost shooting 50%. So this
Wow.
guy, he can put the ball in the basket.
Yeah, I mean, and I think PK is going to have a good strategy for him. We just got to make sure that we lock in on him and we're helping each other out. And, yeah, if we're putting a hand up, we get him to miss. What's the next thing? We got to get the rebound. Okay, can't give up offensive rebounds because they're gonna be shooting threes. It's gonna be a lot more opportunities for those rebounds to come. So long rebounds too. They're gonna be long rebounds. So guards, you got to get in there and rebound. You got to help your bigs out. So it's gonna be a team effort. Not one. I say about this team. It can be anybody at any night, but I feel like we're the best team in the country when we're all playing together and we're playing a team brand of basketball and we're sharing the wealth. Everybody we want to share the wealth, man. Share the wealth. Pass it around like Oprah. You get the pass it out. We just passing everything out. So just make sure we come play our Louisville brand of basketball. I think we'll be A1.
Terrence, that's everything we've got for today. Thank you to Unrivaled, Mixed Nation, Best Way, Derek A. Stewart Realtor, Cardinal Sports Zone, and JB Creative. If you haven't yet, scan that QR code at the top right of your screen. Get that free $26 wash. Get all that snow off your car. I know you can't stand to look at it. Me neither. I'm heading up there getting all of it off.
Yes,
Head into
sir.
Best Way. Get your $100 off your new Christmas item. Go get a TV. Go get a PlayStation. Go get something. All right. But
Sure.
Terrence, you got anything before we head out?
I appreciate all the supporters. Make sure you follow Spilling the Veal on all platforms. And make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And until next time.